Hey, what is good, loves? Welcome in. This is going to be your general reading, not with the intention of bringing you some sort of confirmation, clarification, and validation to whatever it is you're going through, okay? So let's get into it. We have the rose's kiss. We have a beautiful engaging, roots of abundance, body and soul. And confirmation as I get embrace passion and radiance. And then for the Rose's Kiss, that's under the deck. And then under the deck, we have the Three of Wands. To clarify, beautiful and caging, we have the Two of Pentacles, Roots of Abundance, Six of Pentacles, Justice came out. And then to clarify, body and soul, Four of Cups. I know you guys like to see the cards. So something that broke you was meant to awaken you, was meant to open you, as cheesy as that sounds, how cliche as that sounds, how often we hear, that phrase, those intentions, those words that are mixed up, put into our own words, whatever it may be. But it was really to teach you balance. It was really to teach you how to master or come into more of mastery of your light and dark aspects, the harmony between the shadow work and the light work. Whoever I'm speaking to, you could have or practice some sort of paganism. Okay, you could be pagan, you could practice some sort of rituals, but I'm not getting anything bad. But you are protected, or your ancestors, or if you do some research or you ask your aunts or your cousins or your mom or your grandparents, that you could have some sort of witches in your family or ancestry, and that is part of your lineage, and you were here to break those karmic cycles of being burned at the stake, right? Being accused of being a witch, being accused of using your gifts and your abilities, and you've unlocked this now. Now you are beginning to display your gifts and your abilities with arms wide open. Like that Creed song, with arms wide open, is coming to me. So that could be significant. This is a 5 card. This is change. You're the cycle breaker. You see how in the middle of this card, it looks like I'm seeing like your ancestors watching over you. You could have had India could be significant, some sort of tribal ancestry from India I'm picking up. I don't know the tribes, forgive me. I wish I did, but not yet, right? But behind this heart, it looks like there's a butterfly. So this was meant for you to unlock 333, and now you've mastered this. Now you are stepping into your power, rooting your abundance, rooting your birthright. Whatever it is that you went through, it served a purpose because you were made exactly for this, collective, to balance your light and dark aspects. You could be pagan, you could have some sort of, witch, or you could be in some sort of cult. Take it how it resonates. That could be the shadow, that could be the dark. You could be a dark, divine feminine. But you also had to learn aspects of your light, aspects of when to be in the shadow, when the shadow is of use, and when the light is of use. And that is what's bringing you this Six of Pentacles, this justice that's coming in, where you were sacrificed at the stake, or your ancestors were constantly sacrificed. Okay? Like, yeah, like I'm getting fire energy with this card, with the sacral chakra, the root chakra, the solar plexus chakra. They weren't allowed to show their confidence, or they were very powerful. Someone I'm connecting with, your ancestor was a witch, okay? But okay, that just slipped out. She was very powerful, and she always had to hide away her gifts and abilities. She had to know and discern who to share them with and who to open them up with. So that's why you had to go through certain tests and trials and tribulations in this lifetime, because you were the one, the ancestor, that is unlocking these gifts and abilities so you could freely show them into the world and being of service. And your abundance, because of the work that you've done, is coming in, where you are going to be fed. You are no longer going without. You are going to be the one that is going to be able to give 555 on the clock. Your financial means are going to grow. They're going to be overpouring. This is your justice, not only for you in this lifetime, collective, but for your ancestors, for past lifetimes. Libra could be significant, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But this was divinely orchestrated. The scales are now forever going to be in your favor. What's that, the Mockingbird movie, that movie with Jennifer Lawrence, I can't remember what it's called, Mockingjay or something, I can't remember, but that could be significant. You could have just watched this movie, or that movie's going to come on after you see this video as confirmation for you, because another 5 here, collective, you were meant to align, to go through this transformation, to awaken, to transcend your lower base chakras, which is the masculine energy, into the higher realms of feminine energy, bringing this into a full balance of sacred love, sacred divinity, sacred wisdom, the masculine and feminine energy, sovereign, becoming sovereign in this life, where others may have mastered, or this could even have been a male now with the lower base energies. And what I mean by lower base, like the lower 3 energies, not in a lower energetic sense, but in the sense of your first 3 chakras are male. And then as you ascend up through your heart, throat, eye, and crown is the female energy. Okay? But you had to learn how to protect yourself, because there's a 2 here and a 2 here, and then 5 and 5. So you really had to learn how to integrate. Dragonflies could be significant. You could be seeing a lot of dragonflies. You could even have a dragonfly tattoo, okay, or some sort of dragon breath. I'm getting dragon breath. I'm not sure if that's a herb. That kind of sounds and feels like a herb. That could be very beneficial for you for some sort of cleansing ritual. Take it how it resonates. But then we have the 4 of Cups. But there's only one cup that's being depicted in this 4 of Cups, and that's the cup that has been given to you, to pour into you, to nurture you, to teach you how to love yourself, to nurture yourself, to not be ashamed of your gifts and your abilities, to hold your stance, to call back your power, to no longer be ashamed, that you are not going to be ridiculed and mocked and punished and condemned for your gifts and abilities like your ancestors were. We're living in a time now where your gifts are meant to be of service, where people are opening up and awakening more. This is your justice. This is the justice for your lineage. Your 3 of Wands, your ships are coming in, baby. Confirmation. I just got chills. Where you're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're going to be able to kick back, enjoy life a little bit more. I'm getting passive income where you're going to be taken care of. You're going to be, you're going to start feeling more seen and felt and appreciated for your gifts and abilities, because you've uncaged through this healing, through your self-awareness, self-accountability. The more you show up, the more you heal, the more you unlock your gifts and abilities. Chilled confirmation, learning to balance this root of abundance that's now here for you, that you're going to be able to give to those that have assisted you on this path, to have helped you bring justice, because you've brought some sort of justice in getting to your ancestors, or you've brought some sort of justice, maybe through your gifts and modalities, to someone that you don't even know, that is now going to bring in this cup, this gift, that's going to take you out of one environment or one situation into another. And I feel like they're going to bring you into alignment, body and soul. That's aligning your body and soul, taking care, where you're going to be able to take care of your physical more. 11:11 on the clock, you're going to be able to nurture yourself and pay for the better groceries, pay for healthier groceries. Isn't that an irony, that organic costs more? Doesn't all of our food and vegetable grow in the ground, right? Like, that's a whole other conversation, collective. Don't get me started on that. I was a chef for 20 years, okay? And still cooking. So, but that could be significant for somebody. You could love to cook. You could have been a chef, or this is someone in your family. And if someone in your family is a chef or a really good cook, go to them, because they could have some sort of vital information that unlocks this beautiful uncaging of your gifts and abilities, grounding in your abundance, your birthright, something that you have been destined to fulfill. And justice is now forever in your favor. This cup here is going to be overpouring in you so much, collective, that you are not even going to have to pour into anyone. It's going to be overflow. And that's a complete different level. That's a complete different timeline that you have just stepped into. Beautiful energy, collective. Much love.